I want to show you the most famous video on my For You page right now. It's a woman standing in her bathroom showing us her empty face wash bottle. That's it. Just standing there using her bottle of face wash. 2 years ago, the most famous video on my For You page was a woman in her bathroom showing us the 42 face washes she just bought from Sephora. What's changed? Same bathroom energy, same lighting, honestly the same woman in some cases. So my question is, if buying 40 things is content, why is buying one thing and using it up also considered content? What's changed? Because I'll tell you what didn't change. The camera's still on, the ring light's still on, and somewhere in the caption there's still a link. This is a story of how the internet got sick of shopping and turned not shopping into a trend, and then sold it back to us too. It goes from a mascara scandal to an 18-year-old with an old hairdryer to a phrase you're going to start seeing a lot. It's worth every penny. And if you watch my Stanley video, it's the same ending. It always is. Chapter 1. TikTok made me buy it. To understand the backlash, you have to remember the binge. From about 2020 to 2022, social media was one long shopping cart. The hashtag was literally TikTok made me buy it. Hauls, unboxings, restocks, Amazon finds, Sephora runs, the Stanley Cup, which we covered, was the mascot of the whole era. You didn't buy one, you bought a collection, and then you showed the collection. And now I need to be honest with you because this channel doesn't work if I'm not. I was in it. I made the restock content. I have organized my pantry on camera. I have bought a product because a woman on camera told me it changed her life. And I have, on at least one occasion, been that woman for someone else. So when I say we, I mean we. Anything that gets big that fast hits a wall. And when something hits a wall, it looks like an eyelash. On January 25th, 2023, one of the biggest beauty creators on the planet, Michaela Nogueira, 14 million followers, posted a sponsored video for L'Oreal mascara, before and after. And that after looks incredible. Suspiciously incredible. Within hours, the internet decides she's wearing false lashes in a mascara ad. Now, she's never admitted that, and I'm not trying to litigate her, but what matters is what happened next, because the reaction was way bigger than the crime. Same month, Tarte Cosmetics flies a plane load of influencers to Dubai, first class, private villas, during a stretch where most people watching were doing math on groceries. And something in the audience just snapped. A new word showed up. De-influencing. Creators got on camera and said the quiet part. Don't buy this. That viral blush, it's fine, but you don't need it. The Dyson is $300 of marketing. Within weeks, that hashtag had over 150 million views. Within 4 weeks, over 200 million. Now here's the first thing I want you to actually notice. What does a de-influencing video actually look like? Don't buy the viral $38 lip oil. Buy this one for $8. And of course, in the caption, there's a link. De-influencing didn't stop the shopping, it redirected it. It was the same job with a new costume. Instead of, I'm obsessed, the line became, I'm so honest. Honesty, it turns out, converts great. The brands figured that out in about a week. By February, cosmetic companies were posting their own de-influencing content about their competitors. So one round of backlash got absorbed. Round 2 needed a bigger idea. It needed to not say buy something else. It needed to say buy nothing. Chapter 3, the hairdryer. Summer 2024, an 18-year-old German named Maya posted a video on TikTok. She's showing her stuff, except her stuff is old. She still uses the hairdryer she had forever. She's wearing clothes from 7th grade. She has one of everything. The caption calls it Underconsumption core. 2.3 million views. And within a month, the hashtag was at 46 million views. And it just kept going. By the middle of 2025, Underconsumption content had passed 2 billion views on TikTok. 2 billion views of people not buying things. And the format is so specific, it's almost genre. Here's one of my face cleaners. Here's one lone bottle of foundation. Here's my outdated kitchen. Here's my thrifted everything. No ring light, slightly bored voice. The aesthetic is anti-aesthetic. It's Marie Kondo without the joy. And I want to give this trend its due because a lot of it was real. 2024 was expensive. Groceries, rent, interest rates. An economic professor at Columbia pointed out that these consume less waves showed up like clockwork. Roughly every 10 years, they show up during hard times. When people are pinching pennies, the influencer life of excess, in his words, feels like salt on the wound. The tracks when you're watching your budget, the haul video isn't aspirational. It's rude. And the engagement numbers back it up. One social listing firm compared it directly. Posts tagged "TikTok made me buy it" averaged about 238 likes. Posts about underconsumption averaged about 633. Nearly 3 times the love for not buying something. So this should be a happy ending, right? The internet learned to put the shopping cart down. Roll the credits. Except look at the title of this trend again. Underconsumption core. Chapter 4. The core problem. Core is the internet for aesthetic. Cottage core, clean core, coastal grandmother. The second you put core on something, you have turned it into a look. A look something you can be better at than other people. A look eventually is something you can shop for. So watch what happens to not buying things once it became a core. First, one-upping. My bottle is more empty than your bottle. I've had my sneakers for 7 years. Oh yeah? I've had my couch since college and I found it on a curb. Somewhere along the way, the oldest hairdryer became the trophy, and people were competing over who owned the least. I took that same psychology of the Stanley shelf, look how much I have, and flipped it to, look how little I have. It scratched the same itch. Belonging, being fluent, being the kind of woman who gets it. Second, and this is my favorite luxury minimalism, a sub-trend where you show your underconsumption except everything you own is designer. I only have one bag. It's $4,000. I only have one pair of shoes. Okay. They're Laurel Piana. This is underconsumption core for people who would like to win underconsumption core. Third, the challenges. No buy January. 100-day no buy. Things I'm not buying in 2026, which is a list of products described in loving detail by a person who's not buying them, which means you are now watching a haul video of everything she isn't purchasing. Do you see what's happening? The content is identical. The products are on the screen, the brand names are in the caption, the only difference is the verb. And the brands noticed again because that's their whole job. One creator who went viral in the first wave said the quiet part out loud. She figured this trend would be short-lived, I'm sure, assuming the economy recovered. She was half right. It didn't die, it got absorbed, exactly like the de-influencing did. Marketing decks in 2026 have a slide that say less is better. Brands post their own underconsumption content. One product that replaces 5, which if you listen to it is just a sales pitch for one product. So round 2 got absorbed too. And that brings us to right now. Chapter 5, worth every penny. Here's what's trending this month, August 2026. It's called Worth Every Penny. And the format is a creator listing things that are, in their opinion, worth the money no matter what the cost. A good matcha, a good eye mask, a Dyson Airwrap, a flight upgrade. Now listen to how this is being described because the framing is doing all the work. It's not a haul, it's explicitly positioned as not a haul. It doesn't flaunt excess. It acknowledges that cutting back doesn't mean cutting out, as long as each purchase is justified. Each purchase is justified. That's the tell. That sentence is the whole episode. Look at the 3 phases side by side. 2022, I'm obsessed, buy it. 2024, I'm honest, don't buy it. 2026, I'm thoughtful, and this one's worth it. 3 completely different vibes, same bathroom, same product on the counter, same link. Here's what I think this whole loop is actually about. In the Stanley video, we figured out that belonging is just the product. In the Neutrogena video, we found out that authenticity is the product. This one is the sneakiest of them all because the product is the product. Because the product is permission. De-influencing gave you permission to skip the viral thing and buy the cheaper thing. Underconsumption gave you permission for feeling superior for buying nothing. which lasts exactly until you need a hairdryer. And worth every penny gives you permission to buy the expensive thing again because you've been so good. And this one's justified. The internet didn't cure us from shopping. It built a 3-step program to make us feel justified about it. And every step has a link in the caption. I don't say it to be cynical. I have personally completed the program twice. Chapter 6, the operator's view. So what do you actually do with this? I run a business. I've sold things to people. I know what a conversion funnel looks like from the inside. And I'm telling you that its underconsumption is a funnel too. A slow one, but a funnel. Here's a test I've started doing, and it has nothing to do with what you own. It's not, is this underconsumption? It's this. Would I still want this if nobody saw it? The empty face wash bottle is great. Use it up. But if you're filming yourself using it, the face wash isn't the point anymore. And when you're the point, you're back in the loop, whether you're holding 40 cups or 0. But the moment that the couch becomes proof of the kind of person you are, someone will sell you a couch that proves it harder. Real underconsumption is boring. It's invisible. It doesn't have a hashtag because there's nothing to post. It's buying the thing once, using it until it's done, and never thinking about it again. There's no core. There's no aesthetic. There's no flex available. Which is exactly why the internet couldn't leave it alone, and why it had to be turned into a trend with 3 phases and a comeback. So here's the loop. We bought everything. That was content. We got sick of it, and that was content. We bought nothing, and that was content. And now we're buying things again, thoughtfully, and now we're buying the good stuff. And as you can guess, it's content. The wheel doesn't stop. It just changes count of what's being on the right side. And the thing I keep coming back to is the winning move in every phase. It's always the same. Be seen by the right type of consumer. Not the best one or the worst one, the right kind. The kind that's in on it. That's the membership card, like we talked about in the Stanley video. It just got printed on recycled paper. Here's your homework, and I want real answers in the comments. What's the thing you stopped buying on purpose and then told someone about it? Be honest, because the telling is the thing that I want you to be most honest about. That's the part I'm interested in. Mine's pinned. It's embarrassing. Next video, we're staying on this exact same shelf because how to thrift just hit an all-time high on Google. I want to know how secondhand went from shameful to the most expensive hobby on the internet. I'm Pam. This is Side of Glam. Go use something up you already have. And don't tell me about it.